lift me up because I feel so defeated right now. Nobody else is in the front row. It's just me. It's mortifying. It's mortifying.
Because your standards are through the roof. You're expecting Vladimir Putin to want to marry you, right? That immediately puts off any guy from taking you seriously, because guess what, bro? If a man wants to wife a girl up, he probably doesn't want her to be a used up toilet. That's just the reality of it. So where does that leave you? That leaves you in this situation.
But it's just, it feels like such a slap in the face. It feels like Jesus. But all I can think about is this is gonna be me.
So it seems to be a new trend going on, and it seems to not be artificial. It actually seems to be organic, in the sense that if you remember what I said in one of my last videos, I said that we're just starting to see the effects of this. And today I got another video of what it seems to be a girl crying, begging people on the internet to help her not be single. Listen, I told y'all this trend is just starting, because the brain rot, the lies, the destroying yourself for hedonistic pleasure trend that's been going on for the past few years is just catching up. And we're finally seeing the repercussions of it, because I don't look for these videos, bro. They literally either pop up on my feed or are sent to me. So it's organic. And it's not a coincidence that we've had so many of these similar videos of women in their late 30s, not late 30s, late 20s or 30s or even 40s crying about the fact that they're single. Listen, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know what this is. I have not seen this. Y'all know I don't pre-watch my videos. So let me stop describing it as if I know what the hell she's talking about. Let's just press play on it. If you're new here and this is your first time watching the channel, we're on a crazy summer marathon right now. It's a grind, bro. It really is, but I'm having fun doing it, and you guys are getting good content out of it. So if that sounds good, make sure you sub up and join us. And without further ado, let's hear what she has to say, bro.
I'm not someone that posts or cries or anything on the internet, so this is a new one for me. I guess I need girls to rally with me and lift me up, because I feel so defeated right now. I've been trying to meet someone, just anybody worth my time, for years. And dating apps are so awful. I don't need to explain to you how awful the dating apps are. So I've been trying to meet people in public, and they're still trash when I do randomly meet people in public. But tonight takes the cake. Last week I was I'm part of an app that you can basically get invited to these events, and there was a comedy thing coming up, and I bought a ticket, thought maybe I'll meet people here, maybe I'll meet a guy, or just meet people in general that I could become friends with, and then who knows what could happen. And let me just tell you how this went. I show up, it's a limited seating, get there first, it's it was an open bar, and in my head, I'm a prompt person, so I got there 20 minutes beforehand, and I happened to be the first person there. Okay, kind of weird, but okay. They tell me, since it's an intimate thing, try to sit in the front row, because it's going to be hard to get people squishing through there, and it's a sold out show. Okay, that's fine. I sit in the front row, and it's about showtime, and I'm realizing nobody else is in the front row. It's just me. Everybody's filled in the back, every row's filled with all the couples, of course, and then it's just me. I guess people, some people of course, some people are going to drop out and not show up, but...
Hold on, let me see. How old is she? Let me see here. It says a 33-year-old woman. Okay, so she's 33 years old. I'm about to unpause it here in a second. We're going to hear the rest of her story. But let me tell you the first mistake, and maybe it's because she's desperate and clear. No, it's not because. Not maybe. it's 100% certain that she's literally desperate, craving a real long-term relationship with a man that actually loves and cares for her. That's pretty obvious off of her words and off of the fact that she's recording this and off of the fact that you're going to an event is just for that purpose. Because here's who she reminds me of, bro. And when you go to a place or an event or a show specifically for one reason and one reason only, and that's to either meet somebody or to basically what she said she's looking for. If you don't get that by the time the show or the event is over, you're going to feel like shit. So that's your first problem. That's your first mistake, is that you should not be going out or going to places solely to try to meet people, because that will make you desperate. It will make you feel pain when you fail, which clearly is exactly what's happening here. But also, I just can't. I said this in my last video, bro. I refuse to be naive enough for any female that's 33 years old and looks decent. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to attack her looks, but I'm not even going to say that, bro. But here's the thing. Any decent looking girl by the age of 33, you're not going to be single if you really did not want to be, bro. And I have a lot to say, but I think we should finish her story first before I say that. But your first mistake was going to this place with that in mind, and not even that in mind, with that being the main goal, the main objective. Because now that you found yourself sitting by yourself, you're going to feel miserable instead of feeling somewhat okay or even feeling happy, because you were there for the actual show, not to meet a guy. You get what I'm saying? So that's your first mistake. But I guess when you're desperate, you're desperate. The
host of the show comes up to me really quickly and like mouths thank you for like sitting in the front row, and she proceeds to go up onto the stage and pointed out, like, had everyone clap for me for being brave enough to sit in the front row, and like that was fine. Like, I get it. Like, you know, people are afraid to sit in the front row, and I was kind of excited for it when I thought there was going to be people there. And it was just ironic that, like, the reason I was there was to meet people, and it was like I was a piranha. So she informed the crowd that, like, I was safe from being picked on because I was brave enough to sit there, and I'm like, oh, okay. So, like, the next few comics come up, and they both kind of point out, like, are you waiting on people, or, like, what's going on here? And I'm, have to admit, like, no, I'm trying to meet people. And, they're nice. They're not being mean to me about it, but it's mortifying. It's mortifying. And then another comic comes up, and again, it's just like, you're pretty, but like, and it's just, yeah. So by the end of the show, the lady comes up and says that they normally do a raffle to win this prize, because it was kind of at like a boutique type thing. And
by the way, if you don't know, or it's not if, because it's definitely going to be blurred for y'all, but she's not dressed modestly, bro. And the reason I keep bringing these up, like these points up, especially in these videos, is because, like I said, I refuse to believe you can be 33 years old, a decent looking woman, and not be able to find a partner who will take care of you, because there's multiple reasons for that. Number one is probably going to be because your standards are through the roof. You're expecting Vladimir Putin to want to marry you, right? And there's many other reasons, but the main reason, and probably the biggest reason for her as well, is because you're not going to be 33 and celibate. That's just not, that's not true, especially in today's age, especially if you're not religious, especially if you don't have a father in your life, bro. So as soon as you reach that 28, 29, 30, it's real, y'all. And like I said, I don't like playing into this truth too much, but this time I have to, because by that age, you're not going to be celibate, bro. You weren't keeping your chastity and not going crazy with everybody, and not, indulging in this she said dating apps and all that shit. So you did that. You went crazy with a bunch of people. That immediately puts off any guy from taking you seriously, because guess what, bro? If a man wants to wife a girl up, he probably doesn't want her to be a used up toilet. That's just the reality of it. So where does that leave you? That leaves you in this situation, lonely and just not looked at the same. You realize it as well. You can hear it from her own voice. She realizes that she's not as sought after as she once was. So this is why If you choose the lifestyle of being a degenerate, if you choose to go crazy with a bunch of guys, thinking that it's not going to come back to bite you, thinking that you don't want to get married right now, thinking that that's too real for you or too mature for you, I promise you, it will come back to bite you. Unless a retarded, autistic, brain dead simp decides to cuff you up, no one will. No one will. No one will. But that's another thing. It ties back to her standards being too high, bro. Because even if you're a little bit old and you've been going crazy with everybody, you're not clean, sort of say, you're still gonna get a guy trying to take you seriously, bro. You're still gonna get proposals like that. I promise y'all. But like I said in the last video, she doesn't view that average guy that's trying to take her seriously as an option. She just sees him as literally just that, an average guy who's going to give her an average life. Yes, he might literally take her super seriously, make her the woman of his dreams, take care of her the best he can, help raise kids with her, all that. But at the end of the day, she sees him as an average guy. Y'all get what I'm trying to say, right? So it's all intertwined, bro. It's like a spider's web. And I promise you, we're just starting to see the effects of it. Give it 5 more years. Give it 10 more years. This will be a popular viral genre on the internet because this will be all that's talked about. It will be way worse than now. I can see it right now because y'all know what's going on out here, bro. People they don't have morals. They don't got no rules to abide by. Rules are bad. Rules are, I don't know. What do they call it, bro? Slavery, literally. So it's only going to get worse, but let's finish her story, man.
But instead of the raffle, she's going to give this thing filled with stuff to the brave young woman who came first and sat alone in the front row. And then she had me introduce myself. What's your name? Anya. And like everybody's as if like brave me. And she tells me to make sure to give my email to so-and-so to get like some gift card or something. And like, this is all in front of everybody. And I just like, I know nobody's sitting there like, oh my God, look at this girl. But like, it's just, it feels like such a slap in the face. And I'm not even mad at the comics. I'm not even mad at the lady. Like, I would probably think the same thing. But like,
I'm not gonna lie, bro. This is really bad storytelling skills. Like, god damn, bro, I'm about to go to sleep. I don't know if I can finish the full video. Y'all. I might just have to, because it's basically the same shit. She's just crying about being lonely and not, like, bro, hold on, man.
Just for this point in my life, like, it just feels like, Jesus. Like, I don't want to go out again. I'm tired of it. I'm over it. I'm sick of it. When I try, like, shit like this happens and dating apps suck. And then I get into an Uber on the way home because I can't go have a drink like I wanted to because I have this giant bag full of shit to carry around. And I get in this Uber and it's this 75-year-old woman with her dogs. And she won't stop talking about her dogs and like how she got an oil change and what'd you do tonight? Was the comedy show good? And like, I'm being nice and polite, but all I can think about is like, this is gonna be me.
And this is one of the few right now who's actually telling the truth about where being a brain dead huzz is gonna lead you. I swear to God. And like, I mean, y'all know this. I don't give a shit how anybody feels about it, but this is the reality, bro. You can't reverse it. You cannot reverse who you are, what you did. You can't reverse reality. The only thing you can do is learn from your mistakes and help others learn from what you did wrong, right? Because when you were younger, when you were sought after, when you were given the opportunity to actually choose, it's literally 2 choices, y'all. And it's very easy. It's a very easy thing. It boils down to literally 2 choices. One choice is being a self-respecting girl who doesn't dress like a huzz, who doesn't go crazy with a bunch of guys, and eventually finds a man who's willing to marry her and take care of her because her standards aren't through the roof, but she's also not willing to stay with a bum. You know, usually she'll find herself in a decent or happy marriage that's going to last a long time. That's the first choice. The second choice is being a brain dead, retarded huzz who's on dating apps, who's going crazy with everybody, who thinks she's like an independent superstar human being. My career, y'all heard it a million times, bro. Dresses like a huzz and just doesn't care, bro. And that path will lead to this. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not attacking this lady. She actually has courage to speak about the reality of where this leads you. And I hope this is something people could learn from. But it's really that simple, bro. And I don't know how to fix it. Like right now, in the day and age we live in, bro, the best I can tell y'all is to take care of yourselves and protect yourselves, right? Because I don't know how to fix the bigger issue. Because most guys, bro, when it comes to most of these girls in the States, they see a lot of them as huzz, and the girls see the guys as useless, average, broke bums. It's just, it's one of those things where no matter what you do, there's always going to be conflict. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I said I don't know how to fix it, but the best thing I can tell you is to protect yourselves and just focus on you, and don't get stuck with somebody that isn't good for you. That's pretty much the only thing you could do, right? So, and this video, it does not end here, bro. We have like 2 minutes left, but I'm not gonna finish it because it's, dog, I heard 2 people, or actually 3 people now, for my past 3 videos have been people crying. My tolerance has run low. I can't watch this shit anymore. So, but hey, we got the lesson. We got what we needed out of it. So this is a prime example and another one in the books for exactly where this path is gonna lead you. And yeah, y'all can let me know what y'all think about it in the comments. And it's crazy, bro. I told you, it's a trend and it's an organic one. It's not, these aren't artificial videos, bro. This is a reality. It's starting to pick up. This is not the first one in the past few months where we've seen a girl cry about being single in her late 20s, early 30s because she chose the first path that I told you about. It will lead you right here. It won't lead you anywhere else. So anyways, y'all can let me know what y'all think about this. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.